What is up, everybody? Back with another video, man. Telling the truth about Bronny James. Dang. And his NBA feature by Mike Krzimba. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, bro. If LeBron stayed in the league long enough to get Bronny in the league and they win a championship together, I can't lie. I'm calling him the GOAT then, because that's just crazy. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's gonna happen. Bron is just, he's been on the decline lately. I ain't
Guys,
gonna
Mike
lie.
here, and today
Look
we
into
are
it.
looking at what happened to Bronny James. Because if you didn't know, Bronny had to basically sit out his entire
What the way they be saying Bronny
sophomore season with an injury, but lately he has been playing in a ton of AAU games, so we're going to dig into those, and we're going to find out just where Bronny ranks in terms of skill and recruiting as of right now. Then we're also going to talk about what I believe his future can be going forward. And guys, also as an added bonus, because we are looking at Bronny James this video, I thought it would also be cool to catch up on what Bronny's old AAU team, the North Coast Blue Chips, are doing right now. I'm talking about guys like Gabe Cups, Rodney Gallagher, Jazar Jackson, and Mikey Williams. So after I talk about Bronny in this video, I'm going to talk about all of them, so make sure you stick around until the end. Which means, let this be known, this is not a hype video. I'm going to be as honest as possible here. So just to catch you guys all up right now, this is where we currently stand with Bronny. He is right now ranked 28th nationally according to 247 Sports, and is the 5th ranked player at his position. That does mean he has
Bro, Bronny's 6'2", and he only a well, he becoming a junior this coming this next year. But bro, if he get that LaMelo Ball growth spurt, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. That would be crazy.
Has been slipping ranking-wise, as on December 24th, 2020, Bronny was the 19th ranked player in the nation. However, because he was hurt this season with a knee injury that he looks to have bounced back from, it's been difficult for scouts to evaluate him until recently.
Your age.
Now, because of this injury and because of the recovery that of course had to go into it, I do think it's important to look at a scouting report about Bronny pre-injury and then compare it to a scouting report now post-injury. So before Bronny's injury back in February of 2020, scout Evan Daniels had this to say: James has a sturdy build, good size, and average length for his size. Athletically, James is impressive, and he's continued to become more athletic over the years. Where he impresses the most is with his feel for the game, vision, and passing. While he's projecting as an off-guard combo for now, the passing ability makes you wonder if he could eventually slide over to full-time point guard with development. James is also an impressive shooter with good shot mechanics. It's still early in the process, and ultimately his upside will be determined by his physical and skill growth, which at the time sounded great, but remember, this was a scout's take on Bronny last season. This year, Bronny did miss almost the entire season with injury, which means I'm sure there will be...
That shot he just hit was, bro. That shot was fire. That shot was fire.
This year, Bronny did miss almost the entire season with injury, which means I'm sure there will be some rust in the beginning of his AAU season. With that in mind though, in his recent games, Bronny has certainly shown flashes of greatness. And before we get into an evaluation of Bronny's game from a current scout, I say let's all watch some recent games and make some observations by ourselves. With that said, when watching his recent games, a few things quickly jump out at me. The first is that I would like Bronny to be more aggressive when he's on the court. If you watch several of his teammates, they have no problem driving to the rim and getting theirs practically every time they get the ball, which can be for sure too much at times. I do understand that Bronny sees himself as a facilitator and plays like one, and I love him for that at the next level, but against this level...
Bro, I wonder, like, how is it like for Bronny going to school? Like, wait, does he go to school, or like, is he homeschooled? That's what I want to know. It's like, bro, it's no way Bronny James can just walk down the hallway, bro. It's no way. The way the hallways be crowded at school, it's no way he can just walk down the hallway just like any other person, bro.
Of competition right now, I would like to see Bronny impose his will on the game more. I'm not saying I want him to go out there and force shots, but what I do think is that when you are as talented as he is, it's only going to be to your team's advantage to be more aggressive, to make more plays, to take more chances, and on top of all of that, on top of just making his team better, aggressive mistakes are going to make Bronny better himself, because when he attempts to make those aggressive plays, when he does make mistakes out of those plays, those become learning opportunities where he can grow from. As I did just mention though, the talent is certainly there, and as we heard on that scouting report from him last season, I think we should look at Bronny as a potential point guard at the NBA level. The reason for that is that Bronny currently stands around 6'3". Some sites have him listed at 6'4", but to me, he looks around 6'3". It also certainly appears that when he is playing the game, Bronny is trying to be...
Bro, you can't say that, bro. He's only a junior, bro. he can still grow, you know what I'm saying? He might come back over the summer and be 6'7", 6'6", 6'5". You never know, bro.
A floor general, he does see himself as the main playmaker on his team. That is basically the same way LeBron played the game, except LeBron, as we all know, is about 6'8". If Bronny does end up staying around 6'3", then yeah, he's probably going to be more of a natural point guard. With that in mind, at the point guard position, the skills are certainly there, and maybe Bronny's lack of aggression is just a result of him trying to ease back from injury. If that is the case, I certainly understand that. Something that does stand out to me though is Bronny is a pest at times on the defensive end and definitely gives great effort there. Personally, I love this because sometimes with high-level recruits, they can kind of dog it on the defensive end, but Bronny clearly has a great defensive mindset. Then when looking on offense, Bronny is able to use his quickness to break down his defender in the half court and then either finish at the rim or find an open teammate. He also seems very comfortable with his jump shot, and I like his form. I think with the right amount of practice, he can definitely develop into a good shooter at the next level. But before we continue, guys, I do want to give a huge shout out to NBA
Bro, why is your face like shiny?
Top Shot for sponsoring today's video. Now, if you don't know what's will
yeah, we messaged you, my boy, but we're not watching it. So okay.
Top Shot, guys, own this T and basically, and so guys, you recommend plays the game the right end in the to
you know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to sponsor me, you can sponsor me too, you know what I'm saying?
Both in the half court and in the open court, it is clear Bronny does have a high basketball IQ. He plays the game the right way. He's able to control the game at times, and really just overall, he does what a good floor general does. He doesn't really force plays. He gets all of his teammates involved, and yes, I would like to see him be more aggressive because when he is very aggressive, I have seen him make some incredible plays, and I think with his athleticism and his skill set, he is able to do more than he is currently showing on a basketball court. But keeping in mind his previous injury, I have to say, I am certainly impressed with Bronny's athleticism. I mean, in case you've missed any of the clips that I've already shown in this video, Bronny appears to have some legitimate hops, as while he is currently not dunking on people yet, he is able to take off and throw down with an open lane to the rim. We see this a lot in warm-ups. We have seen this in some games. Bronny's able to windmill.
He just bought somebody jump
to himself off the backboard and dunk it. He's had some reverse dunks. It's clear the kid has great athleticism, which to me is very nice, as it shows that Bronny's injury seems to have healed nicely, and with the incredible work ethic that countless people have talked about, I only see Bronny continuing to improve from here. Meanwhile, as I said before, we are going to look at what a current scout thinks about Bronny James. So here's what NBA and college scout Rashad Phillips tweeted out about Bronny. I've been asked to break down Bronny's game. He is a 6'4" combo guard with excellent defensive instincts and upper body strength. He excels in open court and also has a good feel on offense. He's a streaky but confident shooter. He's actually good. Well done, LeBron. Bronny James has tremendous defensive timing, strength, and awareness. His jump shot mechanics look good from the road.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, no matter how bad he is, he's still gonna make it to the NBA just because he's LeBron's son. Let's be honest.
Of the ball to his release point. Powerful upper body for a 6'4" kid and quick feet. The kid can play. So again, great words there. And I also think Danny Green has some valuable words to keep in mind also. As he said, when I watched him play, even since he was young, the thing that I liked about him the most and the thing that his dad taught him is he plays the game the right way. He doesn't care about scoring and all of that stuff. He plays the right way. He's not looking to shoot every time or score every time. He actually plays team basketball and makes the right plays and makes winning plays. It's hard to teach that at a young age because every kid wants to score, be the star, and get all the notoriety. And I've got to say thank you to Danny Green for making this statement because I think this sums up Bronny pretty well as of right now. Now, is there a chance that Bronny grows? Is there a chance he adds a few more inches?
Bronny, bro. Let's be real. You better cherish that hair because LeBron, ooh, them hairline jeans is not it, my boy. It's gonna start fading some more stuff. Bro, you better cherish that hair while you got it.
Of course there is. He's still in high school. However, as it stands right now, I think Bronny's best chance in the NBA is playing the point guard position and seeing his feel for the game, seeing his IQ, seeing his effort on defense, his ability on defense, and his will to win, combined with all of the physical gifts he has. I don't see why there's any reason why Bronny could not be a future lottery pick, as long as he's willing to put in the time to be great. Now, we also have to keep in mind that, of course, Bronny is LeBron's son, and so that has raised the question to some people, would Bronny just be a 3-star 5-star recruit if LeBron was not his father. And personally, I don't think that's the case. At this point in time, Bronny just missed his entire sophomore season basically, but ever since he's been back on the court, he has been looking great, and I think Bronny's junior season is going to tell us all we need to know. Because as a junior, we are going to see, is Bronny going to rise up? Is he going to establish himself as a legit 5-star recruit, maybe even a top 10 recruit? Or is he going to fall more into that 4-star range or even 3-star recruit range? I guess we're going to see the rest of this summer, guys. And now, guys, that I have talked about Bronny, like I said, let's catch up on what the North Coast Blue Chips are doing now. Let's go in order here. Let's start with Gabe Cups. Now, Gabe was the 3-point sniper on the Blue Chips. He did, if you remember, famously challenge LeBron to a 3-point competition as a young teenager, which was hilarious. But with that said, Gabe has also developed into one of the best recruits in Ohio. As just a sophomore,
like
Gabe led his high school to their first ever state title with averages of 15.2 points, 4.9 assists, and 1.7 steals per game. And because of this, and because he's absolutely knocked down from 3, he actually just recently played Bronny, and he was absolutely awesome. Gabe has offers from Kansas State, Miami of Ohio, and Xavier. He also has interest from other huge schools like Indiana, Kansas, Michigan, Ohio State, and others. And already as a 6'2" point guard, I think at the very least Gabe is going to be a great college basketball player if he doesn't make the NBA. Now moving on to Rodney Gallagher. Rodney has emerged as a 2-sport star, as on the basketball court this season he averaged 19.4 points, 5 rebounds, 5.4 assists, and 2.1 steals per game. What's impressive is that his main focus seems to be football though, because on the football field, Rodney has developed into a 4-star recruit with offers from Michigan, Michigan State, and Maryland. So far in high school, he has played quarterback, wide receiver, and safety, but 247 Sports has him listed as a cornerback. So we'll see what Rodney decides to do, if he decides to play basketball or football, but on the football field, his future does look bright. Now, as for Jazar Jackson, he was the center for the Blue Chips, and he is now playing for IMG Academy, and some websites list him at 7 foot tall. Regardless of his height, he is certainly still a monster in the post, and he has become a little more...
Bro, I know his knees be hurting, bro. He was 7 foot and he 14, 15. I know his knees be hurting.
Mobile because he's slimmed down, but as of now, I'm not fully sure if he has any scholarship offers, because some websites say he doesn't, and some say Tennessee State has offered him. With his height though, I am sure he's going to play D1 if he wants to. Then, saving the best for last here, you probably know that Mikey Williams has developed into an absolute star. He is currently the number 3 player in his class. He has offers to almost every single big name you can imagine.
Yeah,
and
Mikey going crazy.
He averaged close to 30 points per game and was named Max Prep's National Freshman of the Year. All in all, it looks like Mikey could very well develop into a future NBA All-Star. It's going to be very interesting to follow his career for sure. That is the end of today's video though, and I want to ask you, what do you think is going to happen in Bronny's career? Do you think he is going to end up playing in the NBA with his dad? Comment down below and make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications if you're new. Also, if you could like this video, that would help me out a ton with YouTube's algorithm, and I would be very thankful for that. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting. You're awesome. We all know it. And as always, have an awesome day, guys, and cue that music. If you're...
Hey, yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, and we out, bro.